Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, my name is Alexis and I'm from the US.
And I am Louis and I'm Swiss.
And together we make all kinds of videos about traveling and living in Switzerland. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure to hit that subscribe button to stick around. In this video, we're going to be talking about one of the most commonly used travel passes in Switzerland, and that is the Swiss half fare card. So let's get into it. So before I get into the video, if you don't know anything about train passes, the travelingswiss.com is a great place for you to check out. We have a free train pass selector tool, itineraries, one-on-one consultations, and so much more. So head there. But let's get into the content of this video, and that is the Swiss half fare card. So first things first, what is the Swiss half fare card? So as the name implies, the Swiss half fare card is essentially a discount card, but it's a travel pass that's valid all across Switzerland, discounting the tickets that you purchase. So it's available if you live here annually, or if you're visiting, you purchase it in a 1-month increment. So it'll be 150 francs and valid for 1 month, and all of the traveling you do in that 1 month, so this is great for longer stays if you're here for a few weeks, will be discounted. So that is the Swiss half fare card. It's one of our favorite travel passes, and it can even combine with some other travel passes. We'll get into all of this in detail, but wanted to get you excited before we go into everything about the Swiss half fare card. So now Louis will cover everything that the Swiss half fare covers in Switzerland.
So what does it cover? It's going to give you, as Alexis said, 50% discount on all trains. So every time you're going to take a train, almost any train in Switzerland, you're going to have 50% discount. All the different buses within cities or in countryside, all of this will also give you discounts. It's going to give you discounts on boats and boat experiences in all Swiss lakes, and especially, and this is really the value, all mountain experiences like gondolas, mountain trains. This is also going to be discounted, and that's great value because you have stuff that can cost up to 100 francs, and for one experience you'll save already 50 bucks. So you can break even very fast, even if you're going to be here for a few days. If you have a full itinerary with a lot of stuff in the mountains, this is really an interesting one. The last thing that it discounts, this is not necessarily a 50% discount, it would be too good to be true almost, but it's still a lot of value just in terms of Swiss francs, is regional passes. So for example, the Bono Ballon Pass or the Jungfrau Travel Pass will be discounted by a significant value, up to 100 francs sometimes, and this is how you can get a lot of bang for your buck with the half fare card and combining it with another pass, and we'll get into this in a little bit.
So almost as important as what is included, which Louis just talked about, is what is not included. So first things first, as Louis mentioned, the validity area is all of Switzerland. So implied in that, if you're taking the trains outside of Switzerland, once you cross over the border, the 50% discount no longer applies. So if you're going into Paris or Munich or any of those outside borders in the neighboring countries of Switzerland, the Swiss half fare card only applies within Switzerland itself. Some other things it does not cover. While the Swiss half fare card is great and it does give you discounted tickets on the panoramic trains, it does not discount the seat reservation fees, and those are still mandatory. You still need to purchase them. So make sure you purchase those seat reservation fees and don't expect a discount there either. So another thing that is not included are free or discounted access to museums in Switzerland. The reason this comes up is because with the Swiss Travel Pass, you do have free access to 500 museums and castles and cultural highlights in Switzerland. That is not included on the half fare card. It's quite a bit cheaper, that half fare card, and it is not included there. So you can't really show that and get any discounts. Just kind of want to put that out there in advance. And last but not least, the other thing that the Swiss half fare card is not and does not cover, it is not your ticket for the journey. So all of these other passes that we talk about, that functions as your ticket. The Swiss half fare card is not a ticket. I would really think of it as a discount card. You need to have that and the valid ticket. The valid ticket you'll purchase will be the ticket that is half reduced rate. And when the train controller comes, you'll need to show both your half fare card and your discounted ticket.
So now a few tips from local on how to use your half fare card the best way possible to have as many discounts and save as much money as you can. The first one is using the half fare card in combination with Saver Day Passes. The Saver Day Passes can be purchased on the SBB app. I have a full video on how to use the SBB mobile app, which you should definitely download before your trip to Switzerland. but those save-a-day passes function a little bit like a mini Swiss travel pass. So they allow you to go anywhere in Switzerland with all trains and boats and buses. And this can be very useful in some ways if you're going to go very far in Switzerland. And those save-a-day passes, if purchased in advance, up to 6 months in advance, can be very cheap and even cheaper with the half-fare card. And this is always a great combination that I recommend. So another tip that we love to actually give in consultations is about combining the half-fare card with a regional pass. For example, in our Train Pass Selector tool, we do recommend often the Bono Ballon Pass combined with the half-fare card. You're going to save a lot of money on the pass itself. So if you have the half-fare card, you're going to go from 350 francs without any pass to 254, so $100 difference. So you're going to almost break even on your half-fare card just with the regional pass, and then you have many other things that you can get, the train from Zurich back to Zurich and more. So this is a great way to save money with a discounted regional pass. And the last thing that I recommend is really, if you're going to do some big ticket items like going to the Mount Pilatus or the Schiltron or even the Jungfraujoch, you're going to have big discounts. I actually love, if you're going to do the Jungfraujoch, which is very pricey, the half-fare card gives you a true 50% discount versus the Swiss Travel Pass that gives you actually only 30 or 20% discount. So the half-fare card is a great way to save a lot of money, so a great value to add to your trip.
So now we're at the point of the video where we've discussed really the meat of the Swiss half-fare card, and I'll want to go through the advantages and disadvantages just to kind of summarize where we've netted out. So of course, one of the first and main advantages is it's valid for 1 month at one flat fee. So if you're here for 10 days or you're here for 27 days, the price is the same. For example, the Swiss Travel Pass gets quite a bit more expensive as it gets longer. The Swiss half-fare card really has great value and it's one flat rate fee. Another advantage of the Swiss half-fare card is that if you're traveling with older children, ages 6 to 16, they will travel for free with you if some adult has the Swiss half-fare card valid. All children in Switzerland travel for free until they're 6, but if you have the Swiss half-fare card or the Swiss Travel Pass as well, I should mention that, they will travel for free with you until they are 16. So another great advantage of the Swiss half-fare card is that you have 50% off basically every mountain excursion in Switzerland, even the expensive ones. So it's a great discount because those mountain excursions can add up really quickly. And it's the best deal almost on the Jungfraujoch. With the Swiss half-fare card, it's discounted 50%. The train itself is 200 plus francs. It actually saves you quite a bit of money. So the Swiss half-fare card is a great advantage for those traveling in the mountains in Switzerland. Now for the disadvantages of the Swiss half-fare card, there really aren't many in my opinion. I think it's really a great value for most people, but there's a couple instances where I think there are some disadvantages here. One, museum access. You don't get any museum benefits with the Swiss half-fare card, so if that's something you're planning to do, that is not discounted at all or included with the Swiss half-fare card, and it is free a lot of times with the Swiss Travel Pass or discounted with some of those regional passes, so that's just something to consider. Another disadvantage of the Swiss half-fare card, and this really depends on what type of traveler you are and what you're comfortable with, it does not function as your ticket. You do need to get individual tickets for everything you do in Switzerland. I mentioned it a few times, but I really want to make sure we drive that point home, that the Swiss half-fare card is not a valid ticket for anything. Every single excursion you have in Switzerland, you will still need to purchase a ticket for, and that is the main real difference between the Swiss half-fare card and all the other travel passes.
Yeah, and you can purchase that ticket on the SBB app. It's relatively easy, and you can go again to that video, but you will need to do that every time. For your group, it's easy to do, but if you don't want to take care of this when you travel, a Swiss Travel Pass or regional pass might be probably better, a little bit more expensive, but better for you.
And this is a great transition to the closing part of our video, which is who we recommend this for and who we don't recommend this for. So I'll start with who we don't recommend this for. I think the main kind of traveler we don't recommend this for are people that prioritize flexibility and ease over all else. If that's what you want, the Swiss Travel Pass will usually be the pass for you. If you are someone who just wants to get on a train and go, not pre-planned in advance, not worry about getting tickets on the app or tickets at the booth, the Swiss half-fare card is not for you. That requires you to be a little bit more nimble either with your phone or with your planning in real life at the train stations. So if you just want to wake up, go, get on any train and know that your pass is going to be valid for it, the Swiss half-fare card is not going to be for you. And the other main traveler group that this is not valid for are the weekend travelers, those that are just here for a few days. As I mentioned, one of the main benefits of the Swiss half-fare card is that up to 30 days, it is the same price. It's 150 francs. So if you're only here for a couple of days, you're going to find it challenging to break even at that price. So if you're only here for a few days, you're not going to be using it for a long time, or less than that, you're really staying concentrated in one region, you're going to have a hard time breaking even of 150 francs. The best way to think about it is if you were going to be spending more than 300 francs on transportation anyway, the Swiss half fare card is generally going to be a good value, and you'll just have a tougher time getting there on those shorter or more localized trips.
So now who it is for, and you've been waiting for it the whole time. But for me, if you're going to travel longer in Switzerland, and if you're going to have maybe scattered travel days here and there, because maybe if you're going to travel every day for 3, 4, 5, 6 days, a Swiss travel pass might be good for you. But if you're going to travel for a few days, then stay in a base for a few days and then do it again, the half fare card is a great value for it. Also, if you have a family, as we said before, and you have kids between 6 and 15 years old, this is also a great value. It's the same as a Swiss travel pass, but at a very reduced cost to have your kids travel for free. Otherwise, they have to pay a 50% travel ticket, which is still a good amount. So if you have kids, the half fare card is a great idea. Another use case, as we said, is for those of you who are going to do a lot of these mountain experiences around Lucerne, the Interlaken region, for example. If you are going to do this, these are relatively pricey and you're going to break even very fast with the half fare card. I think most importantly, you need to feel comfortable with using the SBB app or getting these tickets as you go or planning them in advance. So you really need these additional tickets on top of your half fare card. So if you don't feel comfortable with it, don't get it. But if you feel like you can use an app and purchase tickets as you go, this is a good pass for you. And if you are that nimble traveler and you still want to travel in first class, you can actually have much more discount because these first class tickets will still be discounted 50%, but they are going to be higher ticket prices. So you're going to break even on your 150 francs much faster. So this is also a great value for those who want to take some first class tickets.
So we're coming up on the end of the video, and if you still don't know if this half fare card makes sense for you, head to thetraveling.swiss.com and fill out our free train pass selector tool. We'll tell you if the half fare card makes sense for you, if it makes sense in combination with the regional pass. So fill that out and we'll give you all of our information in just a couple of days. But now, if you know that you're ready to move forward, you want that half fare card, this is how to book. Check the link in our description. It's going to take you to getyourguide.com. That's what we tend to use because you can book everything for your whole trip there, and it has really flexible cancellation policies. And I've never had problems using American credit cards. Sometimes people have had issues with the billing address or things like that using the SBB website. So we just like to use Get Your Guide. You get the exact same tickets for no matter what you purchase. So you're going to add it to your cart. Even if you have kids traveling with you, it's going to be free, but put all of their ages there just so everybody is kind of accounted for, and select the start of the first day of your trip. So it'll be valid when you land for 30 days. You add it to your cart, and if you've never used Get Your Guide before and you're using the app, you can use code TheTravelingSwiss5 and get another 5% off what we think is already a pretty inexpensive pass. So a couple more bucks won't hurt anybody in Switzerland. So go ahead and do that, and then you'll be ready to go for your train journey. So I hope you found this video helpful. I hope it wasn't too much information. We tried to keep it concise to what we think is going to be most impactful for your trip. If you have any other questions, please leave those in the comments. Again, if you still don't know if you want this pass, head to thetraveling.swiss.com, fill out that free train pass selector tool, and Louis will get back to you in a few days. But that is it for us, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Hey guys, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
If you want to see more videos like this, please make sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you soon.